to Imani Guest Houses, your perfect home away from home. Our spacious guest rooms are designed to provide you with ultimate comfort and relaxation, complete with hot showers and free Wi-Fi. Enjoy mouth-watering meals served in our charming dining area with friendly staff at your service. Rest assured that your vehicle is safe and secure with our ample on-site parking space. Unwind in the serene outdoor terrace while enjoying the scenic surrounding, and our friendly staff is always on hand to ensure your stay is nothing short of amazing. Located along Webuye Kitale Road opposite St. Joseph's Boys High School and 1 kilometer from the Kitale Airstrip, it is uniquely located at Imani Radio Ministry Campus near the Airstrip and Highway. Contact us on 0796 035561 or 0713 093354. Book your stay at Imani Guest Houses today. Welcome to Imani Digital Learning Center, where endless possibilities await. Are you a student with a passion for journalism and media studies? Look no further. At IDLC School of Journalism and Media Studies, we provide a dynamic and immersive learning experience, from cutting-edge technology to hands-on.
Now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Jamhuri Day to you as the country celebrates 60 years of independence. I hope you had a wonderful Jamhuri Day. Welcome to News Hour here on Imani Television, where I will be giving you some of the insights of what went down during today's national celebrations. So stay tuned. You can always SMS us your feedback through our SMS line appearing on your bottom right of your screen. And you can always as well reach us on our social media handles, that is at Imani Television on Facebook and Imani Television on YouTube. But right now, let's get our top stories.
This is why the government of Kenya has abolished the requirement of visas for all visitors. To implement this new policy, we have developed a digital platform to ensure that all travelers to Kenya are identified in advance on an electronic platform. Consequently, all travelers will obtain electronic travel authorization as they come to Kenya. Today, I have conferred upon our world-beating athlete, Faith Kipyegon, the rank and status of Elder of the Order of the Golden Heart, the highest honor our country awards its citizens who illuminate the path of excellence.
So the first thing that this new generation of leaders must do is to rededicate ourselves to national unity. One, national unity means inclusion. This new generation must make certain that no one, whatever their race, whatever their religion, whatever their region,
digital transformation agenda, that we must empower our youth with digital skills, and we also must get you jobs, online jobs, virtual.
We are all going through a rough patch, but we only pray that the next year in 2024 things become better for this country. We have had good rains. We expect very good harvest from the farms, and I think we should be
kwamba wasije wakala pesa zote wakamalizia wanafunzi, ili mwaka unapoanza tunapopeleka watoto shule, wasitegemea kwamba ni serikali ambayo itawalipia. Wakati huu tunapoangalia katika mitandao, hata katika magazeti, katika wakubwa wetu wanatuambia kwamba pesa zipo, lakini ukweli ni kwamba hata capitation ambayo inapelekwa kwa mashule haitoshi.
Now welcome to our broadcast. Our sign language interpreter is Phyllis Merikwa Arunga and I am BARASA SAENYI. Now 6 decades ago, Kenya achieved independence, signifying a profound milestone in its history. The path to autonomy began with its internal self-rule on June 1st, 1963, celebrated as Madaraka Day. The journey reached its pinnacle with the formation of the Republic of Kenya, marked by the inauguration of Jomo Kenyatta as the first president on December 12th, 1964, just 1 year after gaining independence. Over the years, the anniversaries of these historical events have been observed, and Kenya today marked these celebrations as we turn 60 years. Sheila Jedida tells us more in the next story.
In the early 1950s, a group of Kikuyu, the largest ethnic group in the country, formed the Kenya Land and Freedom Army, better known as the Mau Mau. They initiated a violent and organized campaign against colonial leaders and white settlers, leading to the Mau Mau uprising. By 1956, over 12,000 Mau Mau militants had been killed by the British in an attempt to suppress the uprising, with both sides committing ruthless acts of violence. The uprising, however, influenced the British to consider concessions. From 1957, natives were then allowed to be elected to the Legislative Council, and by 1960, they held the majority of the seats. On Thursday, December 12, 1963, Kenya celebrated its first day of full independence. The afternoon witnessed the nation becoming constitutionally self-governing when the Duke of Edinburgh handed over to Jomo Kenyatta, Kenya's first Prime Minister, the instrument of independence. After receiving the instrument, Kenyatta declared this is Kenya's greatest day and the happiest in his life. A day prior, the actual independence ceremony took place with the Duke of Edinburgh representing Queen Elizabeth and Kenyatta receiving the freedom of the city of Nairobi. The independence ceremony occurred in a specially built arena accommodating 200,000 people, where the Duke and Kenyatta shared a spotlight during the troop-colored ceremony. At 1 minute past midnight, the Union Jack came down and the black, green, red and white colored flag of Kenya was raised. British rule had ended after 68 years and Kenya became Africa's 34th independent state. Over the years, anniversaries of this historical event have been observed, and Kenya today marked this celebration as we turn 60. Reporting for Imani Television, Sheila Jedida.
Right now, and we move forward from that story. All foreign citizens from every corner of the world have every reason to smile right now from January 2024. This is after the government of Kenya, through President William Ruto, in his speech today to celebrate 60 years of independence, announced that Kenya has removed the need for visas for all people entering the country from all over the world. The move makes Kenya the first country in Africa to exempt all foreign nationals from the need for visas. Rwanda, Benin, Gambia and Seychelles have announced to remove the need for visas, but for Africans entering their country. But Kenya, this one is unique for you. Let's listen in.
Our world, ladies and gentlemen, our world and the good in it belongs to those who are not shy to embrace globalization. Kenyans have shown time and again that we are not afraid of the world beyond our borders. We venture abroad fearlessly and warmly welcome our visitors from near and far. This is not by accident. The scientific history account of early humanity is told by various archaeological sites in our country. In short, we are the first home of all humanity, and we joyfully embrace our ancestral task of welcoming humanity home. That Kenya is the home of humanity is a scientific fact that fills us with pride and underscores our rich heritage. It is with great pleasure, as President of this extraordinary country, to make a historic announcement of the decision of the Government of Kenya. Beginning January 2024, Kenya will be a visa-free country. It shall no longer be necessary for any person from any corner of the globe to carry the burden of applying for a visa to come to Kenya. To echo the call of the Turkana people to the world, Tobongu Lore, a simple message to humanity: welcome home. This is why the government of Kenya has abolished the requirement of visas for all visitors. To implement this new policy, we have developed a digital platform to ensure that all travelers to Kenya are identified in advance on an electronic platform. Consequently, all travelers will obtain electronic travel authorization as they come to Kenya.
Now, still on matters Jamhuri Day, President William Ruto, addressing the 60th Independence Day celebrations at Nairobi Uhuru Gardens today, highlighted that the new constitutional order established in 2010 has been pivotal in advancing Kenya's development. He specifically acknowledged the country's commitment to democratic values and institutional maturity. The Independence Day celebrations today was graced by a multitude of foreign dignitaries, including Hussein Mwinyi, President of Tanzania's semi-autonomous region of Zanzibar, and Ethiopia's President Sahle Work Zewde, among other leaders. During the event, high-level delegations commended Kenya's cooperation with its neighbors as highly valuable. Mwinyi praised Kenya's valuable contribution to Tanzania's economy, citing its significant role in foreign direct investment, while President Zewde promised redoubled efforts to enhance and strengthen existing ties between Kenya and Ethiopia. Let's listen in.
Awali ya yote napenda kuanza kwa kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu mwingi wa rehema aliyetuwezesha kuifikia siku hii ya leo. Aidha, natoa shukrani kwa Mheshimiwa Dr. William Ruto, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, kwa kutualika kushiriki kwenye siku hii muhimu ya maadhimisho ya miaka 60 ya uhuru wa Jamhuri ya Kenya maarufu kama Jamhuri Day. Napenda nitumie fursa hii kutoa pongezi nyingi kwa serikali na wananchi wa Kenya kwa kuadhimisha siku hii ya kihistoria kwa taifa lenu. Kipekee naipongeza sana serikali na wananchi wa Kenya kwa mafanikio makubwa mlioyapata katika kipindi cha miaka 60 iliyopita. Kwa hakika mmepiga hatua kubwa sana. Kenya ya sasa sio sawa na Kenya ya mwaka 1963. Na sisi wa Tanzania tunafarijika sana kuona kuwa chini ya uongozi wako Mheshimiwa Rais Dr. Ruto, Kenya inazidi kusonga mbele. Hongereni sana.
60 years is indeed a milestone. I have been, as I said, a witness of the great progress that Kenya has made since its independence. I would like to wish you success and prosperity and happiness to the great people of Kenya, which is an extraordinary host for whoever comes to this country. So I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and really long life, Your Excellency, and a happy Jamhuri Day to all of you, and may God bless this beautiful country and its people Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Excellencies, as you know, in Africa, we gained political independence by liberating ourselves from the dark period of colonization. But another important fight must continue: the economic and technological Jamhuri. We must lead this fight with determination, unity, and self-confidence as Africans. To conclude, I wish once again to express my warm congratulations to the leaders and people of Kenya for what they have done and still doing for this great nation in the field of economic and social.
Now, in other news, President William Ruto has honored Faith Kipyegon with the status of the Elder of the Order of the Golden Heart of Kenya, that is EGH. Speaking during the 60th Jamhuri Day celebrations today at Uhuru Gardens, Ruto said it is the highest honor Kenya gives her children who excel. The president honored Kipyegon as the world-beating athlete, ranked her with the status of the Elder of the Order of the Golden Heart of Kenya. Ruto said that it is the highest honor of our country, who awards to the citizens who illuminate the path of excellence. The Elder of the Order of the Golden Heart of Kenya award is given in recognition of outstanding services rendered to the nation in various capacities and responsibilities. Let's watch.
Our athletes continue to excel at various global events, as is well exemplified by the shining performance in the long and middle distance races. Today, I have conferred upon our world-beating athlete, Faith Kipyegon, the rank and status of Elder of the Order of the Golden Heart, the highest honor our country awards its citizens who illuminate the path of excellence. She has earned her place at the very top, from running barefoot to breaking 2 world records within a year, is the ultimate stage of heroism. Faith's journey is an inspiration to all our young and aspiring athletes. I equally salute Ferdinando Manyala, Mary Mora, Kevin Kiptum, Emmanuel Wanyonyi, Faith Cherotich, who have also registered their presence in the world stage, and they too will be feted.
Now, elsewhere, Nairobi County Governor Johnson Sakaja has emphasized the importance of mutual respect and unity in the Republic of Kenya during the Republic Day celebrations. In his speech to welcome guests to Nairobi County during the celebrations today, Sakaja said that 3 generations after gaining independence, unity, mutual respect, and cohesion are the important pillars to steering the Kenyan nation in the right direction. Let's watch.
Generations of captivity, our ancestors endured cruelties and indignities that we cannot begin to comprehend. Yet the colonizer underestimated the courage of our ancestors. Our ancestors faced the guns of the British Empire without flinching. Many gave their lives for a liberty that they would never see. We, Your Excellency, our President, as the first President of Kenya, born after independence, you are the leader of this bold, new, fresh generation of Kenya that is taking up from those who were there before we got our independence. Our trials and our triumphs since independence teach us 2 lessons, Your Excellency. We advance when we set aside our differences and commit ourselves to the common good. We fall behind when we are divided. So the first thing that this new generation of leaders must do is to rededicate ourselves to national unity. One, national unity means inclusion. This new generation must make certain that no one, whatever their race, whatever their religion, whatever their region, whatever their political affiliation, will be denied a say when we make decisions for our country. Every Kenyan deserves.
Now, away from matters Jamhuri Day, now out of 390,968 youth trained through the Jitume digital projects, at least 119,462 youths have found gainful employment in information, communication and digital economy, said the Cabinet Secretary of Information, that is Eliud Owalo. The Jitume project is a collaboration between the Ministry of Information, Communication and Digital Economy and the Ministry of Education through the Technical and Vocational Education Training Authority, that's TVETs. Let's listen in. Faith Neema tells us more.
Government says now youth are reaping good in the digital market.
And the students here will be benefiting from the learning for digital skills.
Information, Communication and Digital Economy Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo has revealed that more than 119,462 youths have already found gainful employment in the digital space.
This President Ruto's digital transformation agenda, that we must empower our youth with digital skills and we also must get you jobs. Online jobs, virtual jobs.
Government aims at establishing some 145,000 digital hubs across the country. The hubs are part of the policy that seeks to create 100,000 of digital superhighway, an additional 45,000 hotspots in marketplace.
In the world of today, you don't need to go to America to work for an American company. You can work for an American company from right here in the village. Are you together?
Owalo spoke while launching the latest digital hub in Makasembo Secondary in Rarieda, Siaya County, where 247 digital hubs have so far been commissioned across the country since the year 2022. Reporting for Imani News, I'm Neema Faith.
Well, thanks so much, Faith, for that item. Now, journalists based in Kisii County are calling on the Media Council of Kenya to quickly institute psychosocial support interventions over what they say are emotional disturbances experienced in the execution of their professional duties. Speaking during a workshop sponsored by the Media Council of Kenya, the journalists decry neglect by the council in dealing with the mental and lack of periodic training on certain aspects of reporting. Let's watch.
Tumeangazia mambo ya afya ya wanahabari, afya ya akili, mental wellness ya wanahabari, kwa sababu wao wanafanya kazi kwa environment ambayo pia ina waaffect. Kwa hivyo tunaangalia afya ya akili ya wanahabari, kisha pia tumezungumzia mambo ya child reporting. Ni vipi wanaweza kuwa na habari za kuwahusisha watoto, kwa sababu tutakuwa na programs nyingi ambazo zinawatarget wanahabari, zinatarget tunaziita media information literacy. Tunataka kuwafunza the public ni vipi wanaweza deal na media, waelewe ni vipi hata vyombo vya habari zinafanya kazi yao, so that itakuwa easy wanahabari akienda kutafuta any news, already watu wanajua ni vipi wanafaa waongee.
Moving forward, more than 5,000 young people from the Pathfinders group of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the northern region of the Rift Valley are currently meeting for 10 days at Kitale Showground in Trans Nzoia County. It's great that youth from Trans Nzoia, West Pokot, Baringo, Turkana and Bungoma counties have come together to interact, learn various basic skills and get good morals from their church leaders. The leaders who attended the opening conference today, including Governor George Natembeya, the governor of Trans Nzoia County, the leaders used the opportunity to urge parents to take good care of their children while they attend the event. He also added that parents need to monitor the behaviors of their children during this festive season.
Tumekusanyika hapa ili vijana wetu, watoto wa miaka 9 mpaka 15 waje pamoja kwa malengo ya kuwagusa kiroho, kuwagusa kielimu, kuwagusa kiakili na pia katika team building wawe pamoja, wajifunza mambo mapya.
Swali langu kwa wazazi katika wakati huu ni kwamba wakati na watoto nyumbani wapeleke watoto katika mikutano za kanisa, kuhakikisha kwamba watoto wao wametunzwa, watoto watapata nafasi ya kuweza kudurusi vitabu, kuweza kusoma wakati huu, ili kwamba mula mpya unapoanza watoto wetu wanarudi nyumbani, wanarudi shuleni wasipokuwa na changamoto zozote ambazo wamesikuta wakati wamekuwa nyumbani katika likizo hili. Asante.
Muda kidogo ya Disemba hii isifanye watoto wetu waende wajiingiza katika mambo mingi mabaya. Mimi nashukuru hii mchezo ambayo tumeona hapa, wala ambao muelewi yote. Hakuna ambayo mtu alikuwa anafanya peke yake, walikuwa wanafanya pamoja. Hata kufurutana hapa, kukimbia kwa gunia, kupanda hapa wanapanda wachache, lakini wengine hapo chini wanafanya nini? Wanashangilia. Kumaanisha kwamba mkifanya kazi pamoja kama timu, mtaenda safari mrefu, si ndio? Mnashikana.
All right, now from Trans Nzoia County we head to Chuka, where over 3,000 residents of Kamichu in Chuka received food donations from Broadway groups of companies as most Kenyans continue to grapple with the harsh economic time. The exercise was led by Broadway's group of companies in Thika in partnership with the local members of parliament. The area MCA Peter Mburu called on the government to quickly address the high cost of living and the cost of doing business, decrying that the number of companies he claims are folding up and rendering residents jobless. Let's listen in.
As much as we are all affected, our costs are going up. We are all going through a rough patch. But we only pray that the next year in 2024, things become better for this country. We have had good rains. We expect very good harvest from the farms. And I think we should be a little bit positive to say that the coming year, 2024, will be better than 2023.
Ningetaka nitume ombi yangu kwa viwanda zote ambazo ziko hapa Thika. Corporate social responsibility ni kitu cha maana sana, kwa sababu kupea community kile ambacho tuko nacho ni jambo ambalo hata linafurahisha Mwenyezi Mungu, na kama kurudisha mkono kwa watu ambao wanatumia bidhaa zetu.
Now, women of Friends North Yearly Meeting Church, who are camping at Sipala Boys High School in Mihu Ward in Webuye East constituency, attracts over 1,000 women. The annual meeting brought together women from more than 7 counties in the country. Speaking during the conference, Mrs. Margaret Wanyonyi said that they had learned a lot and they had started a project that would help women in the church to strengthen themselves through business. Janet Namalwa tells us more.
Some of the church leaders, including George Walumasi, said that the church has motivated their believers about the concern of corruption, although he said the government has not fight corruption properly and want them to increase effort because many projects are affected by corruption.
Tumejifunza ya kutii amri za Mungu na topics ambazo pia tumesoma kama women in the ministry, kama living with disability, na kuna zingine Thanksgiving.
The issue of education was pressed while head teacher Dickens Wambulo and church administrator Henry Waswa asked parents to be ready to pay more for their children's fee, while the government was requested to establish more schools for children with disability.
Tunapoangalia wakati huu ni wakati ambapo kuna sherehe nyingi sana. Licha ya kuwa tunapeleka vijana katika mafundisho, katika magongamano, tunaomba wazazi ya kwamba waangalie kwamba wasije wakala pesa zote wakamalizia wanafunzi, ili mwaka unapoanza tunapopeleka watoto shule wasitegemea kwamba ni serikali ambayo itawalipia. Wakati huu tunapoangalia katika mitandao, hata katika magazeti, katika wakubwa wetu wanatuambia kwamba pesa zipo, lakini ukweli ni kwamba hata capitation ambayo inapelekwa kwa mashule haitoshi. Tunatarajia kwamba kila mwanafunzi apate shilingi 22,000, lakini kwa miaka ambayo imepita karibu 2-3, pesa ambazo principals wamepokea ni kama shilingi 11,000 au 15 peke yake. Kwa hivyo himizo letu kama kanisa, tunaambia wazazi wetu ya kwamba wawe makini na elimu ya watoto wao na watenge pesa ambazo watalipia watoto wao karo wakati shule zitafunguliwa Januari, ili tusije tukawa ya kwamba wanapoenda shule
They also called on the politician, especially in Bungoma County, to reduce the heat of politics and stop using abusive language against their opposition and instead concentrate on serving their citizens.
Kanisa ndio inaleta uwiano kati ya watu, wanaishi pamoja vizuri, na ombi langu ni kwamba wanasiasa, kura ziliisha, wakati ni wa kufanya kazi. Naomba wanasiasa sasa watulie chini, wahudumie watu, wananchi kazi ile walipewa, kwa sababu mwisho wa muhula kila mtu atasema nini amefanyia wananchi. Sasa naomba wapunguze siasa, kutukanana, kusema maneno machafu, wahudumie wananchi wa Kenya.
Kama jamii ya viongozi wa Western, ili sehemu hii kuchimutu, lazima wafanye kazi kama kitu kimoja. Hii malumbano ya hapa na pale, hii sijui huyu ni wa mrengo fulani, huyu ni wa mrengo gani, haitatusaidia. So my appeal is to all Western leaders, both political, religious, and at all levels. We must work as one entity for the benefit of our own people.
Reporting for Imani News, I'm Janet Namalwa.
All right, thanks so much, Janet, for that story. From Webuye, we wind up our news bulletin tonight. Stay tuned to Imani Television for our continued experience of spiritual awakening programs, soul uplifting gospel music, and informative updates. My name is BARASA SAENYI, and on behalf of our dedicated production crew, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for tuning in tonight. Our sign language interpreter has been Phyllis Mirikwa Arunga. We wish you a blessed night. See you tomorrow.